Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for FET price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. This analysis, of course, I'm gonna start a little bit from the 2 hours chart because, of course, I'm not gonna repeat every day the same scenarios. So we know that we have three main bullish scenarios on the daily against one bearish scenario. Now, this bearish scenario, of course, can be an A, B, and a C, right? Where we see, of course, three ways toward the upside, continuation for a lower after an A, B, and a C. Now, basically, since we have a nice wave 3 as an impulse toward the upside, we have hit already a nice fib level for a wave 3 here as an impulse. We are looking at the 1.27, which is the minimum requirement for a wave 3, right? And this is a good signal, of course, that we might be in a wave 3. Continuation for higher after a wave 4. Perfect time for a wave 4 is blue zone, start of it, the minimum time. The perfect time would be the 1-to-1 fib time, which is currently has been passed, based, of course, on the wave 2 here that we have as alternation. You would like to see, of course, higher prices after it. However, we have to be careful, of course, that this correction might not be finished yet. So if we move on the 1 hour chart to see it a little bit clearer. Now, the good thing is that you are not impulsive. You have interfered with the zone 1, meaning there is no impulse. This wave toward the downside is kind of an A, B, and a C 3 waves, and you're looking at finished 3 waves and potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And that because, of course, we don't see any signal yet for an impulse towards the upside. We don't see, of course, a 1, 2, 3. We see 3 waves, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as an A, B, and a C zigzag, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Then continuation impulsively toward the downside, no invalidation, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning 1, 2 formation, and continuation for lower. And of course, if we take a look at the KGT, we can see, of course, the bearish signals and convergence, of course, with the price action from the top. You see the price is moving down while the bearish signal are as well moving down. It's a signal for the bearish, of course. As you can see here, we had a bullish signal with divergence with the price, but it did not really unfold a very strong trend followed directly by a bearish signal, meaning, of course, it was interrupted and we're moving toward the downside since it is in convergence. If this bearish signal was not in convergence, I would say, okay, we can ignore it, continue toward the upside, but it is in convergence and we see a drop down, of course, further for FET. And that means, of course, for FET, we might dive a little bit deeper. Next price action can be taking the low here. And if you want me to be much more precise, a little bit inside this blue box in confluence, you might have the following targets. Sorry, this has to be taken here. There we go. You have the following target for a regular flat, let's say, for a wave 1. Well, yeah, it might be a little bit deeper, guys, so we have to be careful. It might hit the 0.38 and start to retrace, or even a little bit lower, and then moving toward the upside. What you don't like to see in this area is the following: invalidation, of course, of this impulse. Never forget, the invalidation is very, very important. I always give invalidation in every analysis because it can be played, of course, no financial advice, as a stop loss for you. Invalidation of bullish, right? And this is like a confirmation that we're not looking to take the all-time high anymore. And this impulse is invalidated, and it is also a signal that we might, of course, move to take the low. Meaning, of course, let me check just very fast on the daily. That means, of course, on the daily, we're getting closer and closer for this bearish scenario here. Now be careful, it can be a shallow wave B. So it can be an A, B, and a C finished, a shallow wave B again, which we saw inside it, a 3 waves, and continuation towards the downside. Don't forget, this is a zigzag. It can be impulses here, and that you have double 1, 2, and the wave 2 is 0.38, already reached, definitely reached. Let me check for you guys. Here we go. We just exactly reached even higher, overshooted the 0.38, And that means, of course, it is eligible correction to move toward the downside in case it wants to. And the signals to move toward the downside was given already in this invalidation of the bullish, which is the following price here at 0.53. So, in conclusion, we did not finish a correction potentially. We're still looking to take the low. It can be even a low scenario here that you might have a small wave C. It's not necessarily to take the 1-to-1 fib level. Don't forget, you already passed the time, you passed the fib level. You just need to finish a structure. That's all what you need. And then moving toward the upside. In this case scenario, I suggest also as bullish to watch out is this price action, which is of course taking the high here. Since you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potentially here, if this is an impulse, but yeah, it's very far possibility because of the range here. If we have double 1, 2 here also, yeah, if you take the high, it is question mark, yeah. If we take the high here, it's gonna be interesting, of course, to see something unfolding there, yeah. Yeah, so if I would like to take, okay, I see something. One second, guys. All right. Well, okay, it is bullish, but not very bullish. This is an exhaustion of selling. That's all. And don't forget that it is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. ABC as a wave 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. I don't see a bullish signal. I know it is divergent, but this is not what we seek for a bullish signal. We seek, of course, for something else. Yeah, we seek for something like this as a bullish signal. Okay, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen, but basically this is an exhaustion. We might see a wave 2 and then continuation toward the upside as expected, unless we take the high. If we take the high, the things start to change. Yeah, I don't see really 1, 2, but we might move higher as a correction. Yeah, so A, B, and a C, potentially wave C, want to finish an ending diagonal, nobody knows, and then moving toward the downside. Yeah, so these are the potential scenarios as well to keep it into consideration as well, guys, for the bullish a little bit trend. Yep, that was it for FET. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments.